Deana and Maui Tamati were living a happy whānau life with their daughter Luana in Tūrangi. But that was shattered after the arrival of their second daughter Aurora 2 years ago. A rare medical event changed their lives forever. Deana shared her story with Rani Pereira to warn other hapu mama.
1, 2, 3. You got it? The first year or so was hard. But I'm slowly seeing the light.
How about we have a race?
Deana Johnson and Maui Tamati met and fell in love as officers in the Navy. 3-year-old daughter, Luana, is the centre of their world.
Oh, you beat me.
She's our light. I had to keep going for her, really. She was our lifeline, for sure.
But Luana's arrival into the world didn't go to plan.
I already knew if she wasn't going to turn that we would have to have a caesarean, so I was prepared for that.
A breech baby meant Deana needed a caesarean delivery.
I really wanted to have a natural birth because I didn't want to be cut open, you know, nobody does. But I thought I would do anything that I could to get my baby out safe.
Luana was born healthy, and just 4 months later, Deana was hapu again.
I definitely didn't want to get pregnant, but it was, yeah, it is what it is.
Deana was keen to have a natural delivery this time around, but vaginal births after caesarean sections carry added risks.
Obviously, I knew that there were some risks, but from all the medical professionals, they didn't really make it like it was a big deal.
She had her first appointment with an obstetrician to see whether she could have a natural birth.
She said, "You're a good candidate because you're young."
Did you feel supported in the decision to have a natural birth?
Yeah, I did. Very supported. Yeah, like it was silly to have the elective, you know, like you don't need to. I didn't need another specialist appointment because they didn't consider me high risk. So I didn't see anyone else after that. I just had the midwife.
Deana had a scan at 37 weeks. Another girl on the way.
The baby was big, right?
Yeah, she was big, chunky, yeah. I assumed that she was putting a lot of pressure on the uterus and the scar and everything.
The size of the baby, coupled with the scarring from her first birth, posed the potential risk of a uterine rupture. After a C-section, the scar can take 18 months to heal. Women are advised not to get pregnant before this time so their uterus doesn't tear apart before giving birth.
So you had heard about a uterine rupture?
Yeah, I did, but it wasn't really explained in depth what it entails. She literally just said, it's a 1% chance. And not all babies do die from uterine ruptures.
But because of that rare chance, the plan is to have the baby at Rotorua Hospital, which is equipped to handle high-risk births. At 38 weeks, Deana has her first contractions one morning at her home in Tūrangi.
I was told to stay home from the midwife, and I did for a little bit until I was having like quite a bit of pain, and I was just like, oh, it's labour.
At 5 o'clock, Deana calls the midwife. A decision is made for Deana and Maui to leave Tūrangi for assessment at Tāupo Maternity Unit, where her midwife is based. Just before 8 o'clock, they arrive in Tāupo. As Deana wasn't in active labour, the midwife gives her the option of going back home to Tūrangi until labour is established, or heading straight to Rotorua Hospital an hour away. They decide to stay with friends in Tāupo to rest before going on to Rotorua. 9:25 and they leave the birthing unit in Tāupo and head to their friend's place nearby. At 11:35, Maui calls their midwife to tell her Deana is in distress and can't make it to the car.
It was a bit of a blur. I remember thinking, no, I can't do this anymore. It was so painful. I just wanted it to stop, and I didn't have any pain relief, and I said, is there anything I can take? It's excruciating. And I remember feeling faint. I just remember thinking, like, there's no way I can walk. I couldn't even move my arm. I was just in so much pain, yeah. Felt like I was being cut open with a knife. And I remember thinking, oh gosh, please can this not be labour? Because I thought, I'm not going to survive this labour if it's like this.
The midwife tries to organise an ambulance, and at midnight she arrives at Deana's friend's house. It's just before 1 a.m. when St John arrive and take her back to Tāupo Maternity Unit. The baby's heartbeat can't be heard. 2 a.m. and 2.5 hours after going into distress, Deana finally leaves Tāupo in an ambulance up to Rotorua.
I'm thinking, gosh, at least I'm getting to someone who can help me, you know, like a doctor, and they can give me maybe an epidural to help with the pain. Maybe I'll have a C-section and everything will be fine.
A faster ride in a helicopter is called off due to weather conditions.
I remember in the ambulance actually saying, come on, baby girl. We just have to make it.
Just after 4 in the morning, they arrive at Rotorua Hospital. Deana is rushed into theatre for an emergency caesarean. Deana's uterine scar has ripped apart. The baby they had named Aurora is stillborn.
I just went numb. I didn't really feel anything.
It was lucky that you didn't go as well.
Yeah. I wanted to, though. Didn't actually want to wake up. Didn't actually want to be here anymore.
This has devastated her.
Deana's parents, Wai and Dean Johnson, went in search of answers to find out what went so badly wrong that night.
It's been very, very hard for us. I don't think it should have happened to any family. And it was avoidable, unfortunately. It was avoidable.
There are 900 families in our network who have had unnecessarily disastrous outcomes of their maternity care.
GP obstetrician Dr. Lynda Exton supports families who've experienced preventable outcomes in the health system.
That's just a lifetime of tragedy that these families face, where it should have been a lovely, healthy baby.
Going through Deana's story, we've found out that it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's just so much going on, and yet nobody seems to be doing a thing about it.
Through the charity Action to Improve Maternity, Dr. Exton has helped the Johnson whānau put their case to ACC.
It was a fight in excess of 12 months plus with ACC for them to accept the claim for Deana and help out with costs associated with Aurora's passing. They're not just grieving, they're having to fight the system which is against them all the way. And it's wrong.
The Johnsons have also laid a complaint with the Health and Disability Commissioner.
There's just no accountability. I mean, where is the accountability?
ACC's independent specialists identified key failures that led to Aurora's death.
You know, if someone said, your baby will die, I would never have done it.
Given Deana's previous caesarean and short interval between pregnancies, her midwife should have admitted her straight to Rotorua Hospital for close monitoring as soon as her contractions began. ACC specialists also found that if the rupture had been dealt with in time, there's a chance Aurora could be alive today.
The transcript of the midwife's communications with the emergency services indicate that her sole focus of concern was the baby, not the pale, sweating woman who couldn't get up from the bed because she was so faint and in such agony.
We're talking hours in pain.
Exactly right, in severe pain. I don't understand why she wasn't given strong painkillers. It would have just been terrifying for her.
Deana was displaying signs of being in obstetric shock.
Managing obstetric shock should be something that anybody involved with obstetrics should know about.
Gosh, it's cold, eh?
This is where Deana and her whānau feel the closest to Aurora.
Her windmill's going crazy.
At Mount View Cemetery in the Manawatu.
My love.
Every day it has an impact on our lives. Every day we're thinking of Aurora. Every single day.
I don't think that many people have as great of a support system, and yeah, I don't know where I'd be without them. Probably not here. It's been a hard 2 years, yeah, but it is getting easier to live with.
And now a new reason to keep going.
I'm super grateful for the doctor for saving my womb, because then we wouldn't even have this opportunity.
They're at the 13-week scan of their third baby.
We're flickering of the heart beating just in there.
They're taking no chances this time around.
And this baby, you'll have to have it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, 37 weeks. Yeah, elective C-section, yeah.
They'll be having the baby at Waikato Hospital.
We've found a good obstetrician and we really trust him, and he is also very empathetic and knows what I need to be able to get through it mentally.
I think until the baby's in their arms, they'll be anxious because subsequent pregnancies are not without risk for her.
It's been a roller coaster, but I'm just hoping and everything goes fine. I feel like I'm growing, like my puku's growing, so I feel like I'll be okay. Definitely some angels looking over us.
Now, Deana has complained to the Health and Disability Commissioner. Te Whatuora Lakes District says it does not want to preempt the outcome of that HDC investigation. Since Aurora's death, it has changed its guidelines around having a natural birth after a caesarean delivery. The midwife no longer works for Lakes District, and she told the hui she can't comment due to privacy concerns.